Hot 97, Nessa, and I have obviously my soul sister here, my twinsy, Carly Aquilino.
We look like we look like we
why
coordinated.
Are we both wearing gray and black? Who are we?
Because we're depressed. That's definitely why.
So Carly, in case you guys don't know, Carly and I and Aquilino host a show called Girl Code Live every Monday night on MTV. But Carly and I actually met through Girl Code.
Yeah.
And I swear this is not planned right now.
No.
How color coordinated we are.
It's just like we woke up and felt something. You know what I'm saying? Really? Yeah, we woke up like this. It's more of like a way. It's like a state of mind, the gray and the black.
Yeah, Carly, what? Dude, you are by far one of the funniest people I've ever met in my life.
Aw, thank you.
And I'm so happy you're a comedian, man. I'm
happy too.
What would you be doing?
I would. Oh God.
You dropped out of college.
I never went to college. I never even signed up for college.
I thought you signed up and just didn't show up.
No, I never even apply. I never even took my SATs, which is like mandatory to get into even like a community college. But I just barely graduated high school. And then I was a receptionist at a hair salon forever, just struggling because I was like, I have no education. Like, I could do hair. So that was all I would probably still be doing that, you know?
Have you ever colored your hair and it turned into a disaster?
Oh my God, so many times because I went to beauty school.
Oh, you went to, okay.
I went to beauty school. I finised beauty school.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Man. This is great.
I have a diploma. Yeah, I remember the first time I ever messed up my hair because like none of us knew how to do hair,
right?
But we were all learning, so we had to practice on each other.
Yeah.
And this girl was like, "I'm gonna make you blonde." Made my hair orange, like bright orange. It broke off, and then I was like, "All right, I'm just gonna put black over it," and it turned bright green, like green screen green. Because I put the blue black over the yellow. It was so bad.
So what happened?
I just kept putting black over it. Like it was a disaster. And my hair was broken off like on one side, like to the scalp.
Oh, like this right. Oh yeah, this right here. Oh, I know.
Yours at least you could make you curled that little piece. With a curling iron.
It was the 3/4 inch one. Like it's right here. I got it. Yeah, the breakage is real for us.
It's so real. I wish I could just like have all dark hair.
Yeah. Are you gonna go all dark?
I wish, man. I don't know if they'll let me.
Who's they? What is this? The Illuminati?
The Illuminati won't let me. I feel like when I had red, like MTV.
Yeah.
When I had red, I wanted to change the red, and they were like, "All right, you could do something, crazy, but I can't be natural." So I'm just gonna have baby hairs, OG, for the rest of my life. My hair is never gonna grow.
Because the breakage is so real.
It's so scary.
Yeah, it
like
is.
I wake up in the morning and it's going all different directions. Like I was set on fire. It's so not cute.
Carly, so really, honestly, if you weren't a comedian, a stand-up comedian, which we're going to talk about, what would you be doing?
I would probably be in NASA.
An astronaut.
Yeah. Well, a rocket scientist.
A rocket scientist, yes.
That's probably what I would be doing. I don't even know, man. I like to cook. I might do something like cooking or like maybe like
what, a chef or like
I don't know.
Or would you
I don't really know maybe I would teach people how to cook, even though I only know how to make 3 things, but I make them really good.
What are the 3 things?
I can make chicken cutlets, I can make tacos, and I can make pasta sauce.
Tacos don't
I know,
and
tacos don't count.
Sauce?
Yeah. It's hard.
Yo,
those are the 3 easiest things to make.
None of them are full meals at this point. Like, what
I can make the sauce, but not the noodles. I actually taught my boyfriend how to make tacos. That's how I know that it's easy.
You know, tacos
he could do it.
Aren't that hard.
Yeah, they're the easiest.
My boyfriend, he taught me how to make tacos too.
He taught you? Didn't know?
No.
Girl, you chop it up and just throw it in the thing, and then it's all fun. You just add whatever you want. Yeah. That's good that he knew how to make them.
And they're the best tacos I've ever had in my
life.
We have a taco battle.
Yeah.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
So, okay. Now, we could joke all day, but I really wanted to talk to you about you doing stand-up because, listen, not a lot of women could do it and do it well. And I've come to your show, and you are hilarious. Your presence is amazing. So when did you first start getting into stand-up?
Not too long ago, probably in 2011.
Okay.
I started. Or maybe 2012.
Okay.
But I had started, I was just like taking classes, like doing open mics and stuff like that, doing bar shows. And then I did a show at Caroline's with a few other people. Actually, Pete was on the show too, and a couple of other
Pete is Carly's boyfriend.
people.
Who
Yeah.
is on SNL.
Yes.
Yes.
And he was on Guide Code for a little bit and Wildin' Out and stuff like that. But I was doing a show there. Ryan Ling, who's the creator of Girl Code, was
Right.
in the audience and had like it. I think it was just the pilot. You shot the pilot episode
Right, I
too. It was just the pilot, and they were kind of. I think they took that as like your audition.
Yeah.
Like after we
Is that
shot
what it
it,
was?
I think so. Because
Okay.
I think they aired that episode, or did they?
I don't think they aired it.
I remember going in and I was like, this is crazy. Like I had
It's a
never
green
gotten my
screen.
makeup done before.
Oh, we
like
were looking. Don't even get us started on
yeah.
that. That time was rough for us.
If they, you know what? I don't think they aired the pilot episode, because if they did,
Yo.
I looked gothic. Like I was wearing all black. My hair was red. I had black eyeliner on. Like not fun.
I think Katrina came with me to it, and I had a jean jacket on with a pink shirt, pink eyeshadow, and pink lip gloss.
Well, we dressed ourselves. Nobody dressed us. We picked that out. Don't
That
get
was
us
our
wrong.
decision
Yeah,
right there.
That was my choice to wear a gray and black leopard shirt that I
Yeah.
wore.
It was my decision to have pink eyeshadow.
Yeah, that was my nicest outfit too.
Yes.
Like I got ready.
See, look, we're moving up right now. So that happened, and then you got on Girl Code, and basically everything at that point took off for you.
Yeah, and then I started going on the road and like going all over the country, which is really cool because I never like traveled to see the country. Like I
Yeah.
never saw other cities or anything like that. So it's been cool to experience that and to kind of like I've been everywhere at this point,
Yeah.
you know, and you find something cool in every place you go to.
Okay, so Carly, what's the craziest thing that's ever happened to you?
I'll tell you the most embarrassing thing that ever happened
Yes.
to me. This was actually last year. I'm sitting on a flight. I was so tired, and the flight attendants kept walking by and looking at me, and I'm like, what is going on? Like, I'm like, oh, maybe they recognize me. Like, here I am thinking that like somebody recognizes me, which they didn't. But I'm like, oh, they're staring at me. Like, I get it, you know? And then, oh my God, I take a nap for 3 hours on this flight. I wake up. I was sitting like Indian style because nobody was next to me. I was sitting Indian style. Little did I know that my leggings had a huge rip in the vagina part, and I wasn't wearing any underwear. So everybody that was walking by was probably like, this girl's vagina is like on the seat. And she doesn't even feel it? Like, how did I not feel that? That should have been alarming for me, but I didn't know. Legit, like, took a nap, woke up. I was like, oh my God, everybody's so obsessed with me. And I looked down, I'm like, oh, that's why. That was so mortifying.
Oh my God.
That was the scariest thing.
Yeah. I've seen you walk down the street with your headphones on in your own world
Yeah.
and just, hey, look, I don't have a bra on. You
Yeah.
just want to be free today.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like that's the thing. Like, I don't even want to put it on. I don't
Yeah.
even want to put one on because then the whole day I'm like, oh God, I can't wait to take my bra off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I look forward to that. It's like so scary.
Do your boobs itch after you take them off, or
Yeah.
mine itch too?
Yeah. Mine always itch.
Yeah.
I think it's because I sweat.
Yeah, it's the under boob sweat, man.
Yeah.
I'm
I
telling
hate
you.
that. I'd rather just be free. I put little Band-Aids on. I'm like, I'm ready for the day.
Carly is so down for the cause. Like, if she has to wear a dress where she can't wear a bra on,
Yeah.
she will tape her boobs with
Oh
duct
my
tape.
God.
I've seen
Girl.
the work that Carly's gone through.
We had the stylist at the VMAs make us bras out of duct tape.
Shout out to
Just
Ty.
Ty, shout out to her 100 times because I've never seen somebody do anything like this before. She had taped around, like
It was like a training.
had our arms up.
Yeah.
She put the tape and then wrapped it around us like a sports bra would be. And she had taped because I was like, I want to have cleavage today.
Yeah.
Like the one day of my life that I wanted to have cleavage. And she taped like sticky boobs to my body, and it was so hot on the red carpet. that they slid off, and one of them actually went up to my shoulder while I was like, I don't remember who we were interviewing, but I had a boob on my shoulder. And then I was like, what am I supposed to do? And the next time they cut like away from us, I was like, I ran behind like a random curtain and just ripped everything off. Like I ripped off the tape because they were one of them was like down on my stomach. The other one was legit like perching on my shoulder like a parakeet. I was like, it looks like I have a tumor on my shoulder.
Yo, I remember that. And I was
that
like,
was so scary. That was really scary. And we both had like scars on us for 2 weeks after that because duct tape is not made for people's skin.
This is real.
I think I used all of your tape.
Yeah,
and you had to get the duct tape, right?
And I was like,
I
remember asking Carl, I was like, that's it?
Yeah.
This is all we have?
And I was like, sorry. I used all the tape.
Yo, that was such a great time.
Oh my God.
That boob cutlet though, when it went up to your shoulder, it looked like you had a shoulder pad.
Yeah,
on.
just one shoulder pad. I was like this. That was the worst.
It's a great time, man.
That was fun.
It was fun.
Yeah.
It was lots of fun. And, you know, with your schedule and you're busy and half the time you're just running around with no bra on, you're in a relationship.
Yes.
With Pete Davidson, who's on SNL. Mm-hmm. So how did you guys get together? Because you guys were actually friends for a very long time, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we were friends for, I want to say, I'm trying to remember I always try and remember like how old we were when we met, but I think I was like 21 and he was like 5. No, I'm kidding. He was, if I was 21, 2019, he was probably 18 at the time. So I'm not a 21-year-old trying to date an 18-year-old at the time. That like wait till he's 20.
Yeah.
You know? But we were friends for a long time and we were just always there for each other. Yeah. Like I would call him if I needed anything, or he would call me if he needed anything, or if I needed advice, I would hit him up. And he was just like one of my really close friends.
Yeah.
And then I was in a relationship. Him and I never had anything like inappropriate when I was in a relationship before, but we were just friends. And then one night, like I guess we've been together almost 2 years, so probably around 2 years ago, we were like going to the movies, and I didn't know that was, neither of us knew that was our first date, but it was. But Pete fell asleep at the movie, so
that was your guys' first
that
date?
was our first date. He fell asleep at the movies, and I was like, yeah. I liked it. I don't know what that was.
The movie?
Yeah, it was that awkward moment.
Oh,
I don't blame him for falling asleep. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he just like, I don't know, but he totally was smooth about it.
Yeah.
Cause like he dropped me off and then he had a flight at like, he had to get to the airport at like 4 a.m. to go back to LA cause he was only home for a day. That was why he fell asleep. Cause he came home like shot wilding out and then like, was going to leave again the next morning. And he calls me, he's like, I just fell asleep at the wheel. And I was like, all right, come over. Like, I'll make you coffee. You can't be falling asleep at the wheel. And then later on, I found out that he didn't fall asleep at the wheel and he was just trying to come over and sit on my couch. So shout out to Pete for being smooth.
That was smooth.
Literally,
Pete.
I was like, he's going to die if he doesn't come over. Slid right in.
Like, literally.
Yeah. And then I was like, all right, you're my boyfriend. He was like, what? I was like, don't ask any questions.
You told me a funny story that I'm not going to share. It has something to do with the DVD player.
Oh, my God. Yeah. Well,
you needed it fixed. And
Pete had noticed that my DVD player broke because my Xbox broke. So one day, like, this was when we were probably like a month in or something like that, and he had gotten like surprised me. He's like, oh, I got a DVD player. I noticed yours is broken. I was like,
that's sweet.
Aw. And then that was when we took the relationship to the next level.
Now another level.
Anything for a Blu-ray, right? Whatever.
Yo. Oh, Carly. What's been your best experience so far with your career?
Oh God, best experience. I think that like the most fun I've ever had, I think, was the VMAs.
Yeah.
I thought that was cool. I think that was really like such a special experience, and I don't think that when I was there, I realized how big of a deal that it was. Like, I didn't realize till after. People like, I watched you. I was like, oh my God. Like, we just think like, oh, we're at work.
Yeah.
You know, but
and we have 2 viewers in our mind.
Yeah, that's what I think. I'm like, oh, my mom's watching. You know, I didn't think.
It's our boyfriend.
Yeah, exactly. So I thought that was a really cool thing. And that's something I would definitely like to do again.
Yeah,
even though
absolutely.
it's like, it's so...
That adrenaline.
It's just so cool.
It's awesome.
And the whole time you're like, I'm going to mess this up. And then you do it and it's over. It feels like in 5 minutes. You're like, what? I wish I could do this for another hour, you know?
What's the best advice your parents gave you when you decided to become a comedian and be in the entertainment world?
So that was cool. I'm trying to think of the best.
Did they ever tell you, hey, just keep your legs closed? And,
Well, the best advice my mom ever gave to me was, I was in high school. I was crying because I had really bad cramps. And she goes, I'd rather be crying with it than crying for it. And I was like, oh, this is real. I was like, this happened to you before, probably when I was born. She was probably crying for it, so she knows from experience. So now whenever I get cramps, I'm like, oh my God, all right, well,
at least it's cramps.
At least I have it.
Yeah.
That's when, this is like such a crazy thing that a lot of girls can relate to. When you are nervous, when you think you're pregnant, and then you get a cramp, you're like, oh my God, yay, I love cramps. It's so true. And I didn't realize that till I got older, you know? But my mom like just said it. I was like, what? And then I was like, oh, she was right. Yeah. She was definitely right.
I'm surprised you haven't gotten pregnant yet.
Girl, like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if there's anything in there at this point, because I'm surprised too. I got to get something, right?
As active as you guys are, and the lack of, maybe a protection that you want right now, I'm just shocked.
Yeah, I don't know how I've been just I'm lucky.
Smooth
I guess
sailing right now.
Keeping our fingers crossed.
Yes, go cramps.
Yeah. And every month, once I get my period, my boyfriend's like, we did it again.
Yeah. Dodged a bullet.
Yeah, I'm like, all right. Like we celebrate it.
How do you and Pete make it work? Because he's on SNL and, you're busy staying up on the road and TV. Does it get exhausting?
It definitely is hard. And it's definitely something that it's very different. And I think that neither of us really knew that when we got into it. Because like we started dating before he got SNL. And when he got SNL, his schedule just got crazy, and here I am like thinking that it's me, like, oh yeah, I'm like, oh my God, he doesn't like me anymore or whatever, and it's just like, no, he's busy, he's tired, that's something that I wasn't used to, because when we first started dating, like we were both comedians. Like I was doing Girl Code, but that's only a couple months out of the year, and we were both comedians, so it's like, oh, we have all day to hang out, and if I would go on the road, he would come with me. But it definitely is difficult, and I feel like now we like have it down to a system, and we know, like, I know if he's at work this week, like he's stressed, I tell him I save the fights for Saturday, for Sunday. Because whatever bothers me, I know he's busy, I know he's exhausted, and I know he's stressed out. So I'm like, I'm not going to fight with you until Saturday. Yeah. I mean, until Sunday. Because he has his show Saturday night. So I'm like, all right.
So you're waiting. Oh, that's why I keep saying Saturday. Because you're waiting until right after. You're like, oh, okay.
Exactly. Like, now hey, can I tell you what bothered me this week? Because I don't know. I just kind of felt like if it still bothers me on Sunday, then it's a big deal. Yeah. So I feel like that's like our routine. He's like, you're crazy for doing that. I'm like, well, I'm making life easier for the both of us. Wouldn't you rather fight once a week?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
If that.
And one big blowout. Just get it out the way.
Exactly.
And the thing is, Carly helped me get through this. You helped me get through this, because I didn't understand at first when you're dating someone or you're with someone and it's like a super intense career and it's super intense schedule. Like I didn't understand when my boyfriend like shut down because he didn't focus and season started. So you really understood this.
Yeah. I had told you, like, it just means that he's busy. It means that, he's important. He has an important job, and that's what, because you were going through the same thing that I went through. And I was even talking to Pete about it. I'm like, listen, we got to like make sure Nessa knows that this is just the way that it is. And this is the way that it like is always going to be. Like when they're at work, it's like, all right, I can't really.
What can you do?
Their mind's not anywhere else besides focusing on what they're doing.
And you told me one of the best stories ever about the lingerie. And this is important. Can you tell us?
Yeah. So this was like last year. My boyfriend was so exhausted, like so tired. And I was paranoid. And I'm like, he hates me. He's not attracted to me anymore. He's going to break up with me. Yeah. Because I didn't know, because I would never see him. And then when I saw him, he would just go right to sleep. And I'd be like, talk to me. And he was just too tired, you know? So I was like, all right, I'm going to do some sexy shit right now.
Yeah.
So I was like, I made dinner.
Did you make tacos?
Oh no, I didn't make tacos. I made penne al vodka.
Okay.
Which is the sauce that I know how to make. So I made penne al vodka. I was like, and I bought lingerie. I'm like trying to be so like
girl
stuff that you would see in movies. And then like I pretty much took it from a romantic comedy. Like I was probably watching a movie like I should do this later.
Yeah.
But I was like, let me know when you're about to get home. So he's like, all right. So he didn't tell me when he was about to get home. And I was pissed because I was like, I was about to like Rose from Titanic it. Yeah. Like I wanted to be like this when he walked in the door. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he just walks in and I'm like sitting on the couch with my underwear on like, hey, you were supposed to call me. He never called me. And then I was like, oh, I made dinner. Like,
yeah. Did you have heels on?
I had heels on. That's how you know I took it to the next level, Nessa.
Yeah, you did. Lingerie and heels?
Lingerie, heels. He's like, where? He was like, when did you get this bra? I was like, I got it today. And he was like, it's nice. And I was like, okay. And then he just fell asleep. Nothing happened. He didn't even eat. I was so upset. I was like, are you kidding me? And I was all ready. And that's the worst feeling when you try really hard and then it's like, okay, no. And that was when I realized like this has nothing to do with me.
Exactly. When you told me that story, and then you know what? I got cute little like bra and panty sets that I've worn around my boyfriend, right? Yeah. And I've spent. Remember when?
Yeah.
I got the La Perla and I posted it.
Yeah.
Right?
And I'm like, who are you getting La Perla for?
And Carly hit me up like, who you wearing this for?
Yeah.
Who got you this? Like, and mind you, I've worn it around him. He didn't really notice. He went right to bed, and I was like, yeah. And I like had my legs open.
Yeah. And your knees are like on the ceiling.
He's like, why are you hanging upside down right now? Like, relax, we're going to bed.
You're like, I'm just stretching. Stop.
Well, he didn't even like touch me.
That's the weirdest when you like try really hard and they're like meh. Yeah. And then like I'll be wearing like Calvin Klein like cotton underwear and like a t-shirt and he's like, those underwear are so hot. I'm like, what? Like they have poop on them. Like, why are you attracted to me now?
Carly, this is so true. The first time I hung out with my boyfriend and we never went to first base, second base, nothing. Yeah, right?
Nessa was never even on the baseball field. And I'm like, what are you doing? She was like always driving to the game. Like never was actually on the field. Yeah.
And I like had like some lace panties that like I've like one, I wasn't expecting anything, but I was like, oh, I have some lace ones. I'll just take these just in case I need a cuddle next time.
Yeah.
And I remember he was grabbing like just kind of having his hand on like the top shelf of my booty. And he's like, oh, there's a hole. And I was like,
oh my God.
And he's like, oh, and he started like playing with it.
No, ignore the hole.
And I was like, oh my God.
That's so embarrassing.
So,
yeah.
I was like, one, this never happens. But then I was like, I'm going to go spend, $500 on a bra and panty set. I'm just going to wow him. Never has he noticed.
Yeah.
Never has he taken into consideration how much work I've done. However, he noticed that my hair was in a bun. The last time I was like, you know what? I was just looking at you. And I was like, what? And I'm thinking it's the breakage.
Yeah, this.
Yeah, it's the breakage. And it was sticking out. He's like, you just look beautiful.
Oh. Probably you threw your hair up in a bun and was like, I don't feel good today or whatever. That's it. I think that I know a lot of girls think guys are full of shit when they say this, but I really think that guys like when you look as natural as possible.
we just talked about this the other day. He was like, I like, oh, he was like, hey, I saw you and Carly on TV. Like, you had like some type of burgundy thing, and you look really pretty because you didn't really have a lot of makeup. And I was like,
when?
I don't remember. I was like, he was like, it was like something, he like, guys don't know how to describe things.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, but you like didn't have a lot of makeup on.
Oh, that's so cute.
It was. And I was like, okay. But then there was
I'm trying to think, like, when were we on TV with no makeup on? I want to make sure that's not like on anybody's DVR right now.
When he said and I was like, oh, really, babe? What was it?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Like, who did my makeup that day? But
yeah.
And so it was like, and it was funny the other day. He was like, remember how we were talking on Girl Code Live about selfies and like how far we've gone to look good,
right?
To take a selfie or FaceTime with, our boyfriend. So the other day he was like, babe, you look really nice. You have makeup on? And I was trying to think at that moment if I did, and I had to touch my lashes.
Yeah.
I was like, no, I don't have makeup on. But
you
it was
had
like,
to pull your eyelashes to see if they would come off.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I actually do.
And you know what? You actually still look good after you take your makeup off. Have you noticed? Because you still have a little residue of makeup on. Yeah. And he noticed that.
Yeah.
And he was like, and I was like, no, but I technically don't have makeup on.
Yeah.
But I just think it's great.
I think it's sweet. I think it's sweet too.
Carly, what are some of the pet peeves that you have with Pete?
Most recently, it's been that he rides the space board in the house, the hoverboard.
He does ride it everywhere.
I can't. I'm like, ride that out on the street, because he crashes into the wall and then the wall breaks, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna have to pay for this when I move out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, no hoverboard in the house. What else? It's just like little things that happen when you move in together. It's the towels. That's like what until we moved in together, I didn't realize, like, he doesn't hang the towel back up. He'll roll it up in a ball and put it on the floor. And I'm like, what are you doing? They're going to smell. Like, just hang it up.
Yeah.
It's not that hard. And he's like, well, it fell. I'm like, it didn't fall every time you go in the bathroom. It never falls when I'm in the bathroom. Like, the most ridiculous fights, but like screaming match, like blowout fights. Like, I want to die right now. So serious. The towels were like the number one thing, but he actually doesn't do that anymore.
What would you say are his pet peeves with you?
I'm very passive aggressive.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm very passive aggressive. When I get pissed, I'll be like, and I know this annoys him because he'll tell me, like, I'll be like, no, it's fine. You sit. Can you just please lift your feet up so I can vacuum under you because you just ashed on the floor? Like, just like I do stuff like that, and he's like, well, I'm not comfortable now. Like I do stuff like that. Like, no, it's fine. You sit. I'm gonna clean the whole house. All right, you go. No, I'm going to take the garbage out. It weighs more than I do. No, it's fine. No, sit, please. Yeah. Like, that's stuff that I do. And I don't do it on purpose. It's just like me actually trying to be nice, but I'm not being nice, and it just comes out so sarcastic.
Yeah.
But
that's about it. Otherwise, you're perfect. Like, duh.
There's plenty. There has to be. I just know that that's the thing that he's like, you're so like sarcastic without even noticing it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I am, though, because I don't want to fight, so I'll try and just be like, and then I just end up getting really angry.
Do you guys get into text fights, or do you not even?
It depends. Like, for the most part, text messaging with us is like, it's hard because both of us take things out of context. So even if we're not being sarcastic, we think the other person is.
Yeah.
So that ends up causing a fight. Like, whenever we text message, like, I'll be like, hey, okay, I guess I'll see you later, in a nice way. And he'll read it like, I guess I'll just see you later. So then he'll start fighting with me. I'll start fighting back with him. Like, I didn't say anything. And he's like, yes, you did. You just don't know it. Like, we just fight over the most ridiculous stuff. But for the most part, if we're going to fight, we fight over the phone.
Yeah, it's real.
Yeah.
I got mad at my boyfriend, and we talked about it on Girl Code Live, because he didn't say baby to me for 3 days.
That's a long time.
Thank you.
That is a long time.
And like, thank you, man.
It's funny that you noticed that, though.
I was like, and every text I was like,
is he like usually OD baby? Like,
no, but it was just like not even a good morning baby. It was just good morning.
Yeah, he's busy, man.
And
can't even type baby.
And that was the roughest week ever. And now I'm okay with it. Now, like, if I don't get babies and stuff, I'm like, all right, cool, I get it. He's just really busy. And then he gives me so much like when he is like,
when he's present. Yeah.
when he's present. So I had to learn, and that's different for us, But
Yeah.
text can really mess things up.
Oh
man.
yeah. I wish it wasn't a thing.
God.
I wish we could just call each other, talk on the phone. I talk on the phone with my boyfriend mostly because, like, we text like, "Hey, miss you," whatever, stuff like that, but not like legit conversations because both of us think we're yelling at each other.
Yeah.
It's too easy to mess it up.
Yeah.
And you can't tell somebody's tone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
like
the
he could have
tone's
been
the
like,
worst.
"Good morning,"
And you're like, it's a
and
good
you're like,
morning.
"It's not a baby. I didn't get baby in that."
All right, Carly, we're going to play a quick game.
Cool.
And it's not even a hard game. It's more Carly's tips for Netflix and chill.
Okay.
All right. So when you want to get ready for Netflix and chill, do you take a shower before?
Yeah, you have to take a shower before. Wash your butt.
Yeah.
Always wash your butt, guys.
Yes.
You don't realize that sometimes people forget about their butt.
Yeah,
you
gotta
have
clean
to
it.
wash it before you watch Netflix and chill.
Now, do you spoon while you're watching?
Yes, you
Netflix.
spoon. If you're in bed, you spoon while you're watching Netflix.
Okay.
Don't try and spoon on the couch, especially if your boyfriend's tall. Forget about that dream.
yeah.
It's not happening.
Yeah.
There's never been fun spooning on the couch with a big guy.
No.
My boyfriend's 6'3".
Yeah.
He can sit on the couch, or I can sit on the couch. It's never both of us at the same time. Because then I'm like, oh, it's like you're like, I can't get comfortable, and
Right.
he's like strangling you, and then like I'm bigger than him, so I push him back. Like it's so much going on. But if in bed, yes, you spoon,
Okay.
and you have to do that. Ooh.
Yeah, like the snuggle.
Yeah, like almost like you didn't know you just put your butt there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God, did my butt just touch your wiener? That's so weird.
And hopefully you don't have holy panties.
Right, holy undies, yeah.
Yeah, don't do that. Should you kiss him first, or should you wait till the guy kisses you?
I kiss him first.
Yeah?
Yeah. A lot of guys get nervous.
Yeah.
A lot of guys get nervous. Like, just if you want to kiss him, just kiss him. Like, it would be nice if he kissed you first.
I like when a guy makes it first.
Yeah.
Like, I just like, oh, he knows what he wants.
Yeah, he's
now
a man.
I could go in.
Yeah, that's true. My boyfriend kissed me first, and
Yeah.
it was cute because I was like, all right, bye, and like I hugged him, and then he kissed me.
That's cute.
Which was cute. But I don't know. I feel like if you're trying, it depends on what your intentions are.
Got it.
If you want to be in a relationship with this guy, you don't know if he likes you, but you like him, maybe wait for him to kiss you. But
Right.
if you're just trying to, watch a season of whatever show you're going to watch,
Yeah.
you could kiss him first.
Do you bring a condom, or should the guy bring the condom?
I don't know the answer to that question.
Because I don't know if Carly's ever used.
I've never brought a condom anywhere. No,
Did
I
you
think
know?
you should probably have backups, right? Is that good advice to give to people?
Speaking of condoms, unprotected sex, I read a study that girls are more happier when we have unprotected sex.
Of course.
When we are with our partner, because the juices make us happy because of the oxytocins or whatever.
Yeah, and you get like, I don't know. There's something like
chemical.
There's something chemical about it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like if you're in a relationship with somebody, like I have like, I know when I'm ovulating, so I'm fine.
Yeah.
Like I know when I'm fertile.
Yeah.
There's these, like, they look like pregnancy tests at the pharmacy. If you pee on it, it tells you when you're fertile.
Yeah.
So like if I don't have sex those 3 days that I'm fertile,
You're good.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Yeah.
Look at me.
I have a baby yet.
I have no babies.
Now,
Killing it.
there's some talks that a girl should masturbate before Netflix and chill, so she doesn't have the urge to want to do it with the guy.
So she really wants to watch the movie.
Right.
I don't know. To me, I feel like that's more of like, I feel like that's more of a guy thing than a girl thing. Like there's like, if I have sex, I could want to have sex again 10 minutes later.
Yeah.
But guys need like to drink orange juice and like go to the gym and like take a little nap. You know what I'm saying? Like guys have to actually like build back up to get that way. And I'll just be like, I'm ready again. And he's like, huh,
Yeah.
I feel like it doesn't matter. If you're going to do it, you're going to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you Netflix and chill and you guys are in a relationship, but it's the beginning stages, do you do all your sex tricks in the beginning? Like spit, swallow.
No, you can't do that.
Yeah, you got to build up.
You got to build it up. You have to be like, I've never done this. You should be like the first time you see a guy's penis, you should just be like, what is that? I have never seen one of those.
Yeah.
Scares me.
And
then like 3 months later, be like
Porn
Houdini with that. Doing magic tricks and shit.
Yo, listen.
That's what you should do. And he'll be like, did you just learn this? And you're like, yeah, I read it in Cosmo. And then you just never talk about it again. My boyfriend did that. He read like something in Cosmo and I knew it because like I was like upside down. And I was like, did you read my magazine? Because it was like that Cosmo, like, you know how like every Cosmo they'll have like, these are the sex positions you should do. And it's like an amateur sketch. Like it's not even like a real drawing. It's like some random guy did it. He was like doing those. I was like, that's not real. But I always read them and I knew that he got it from Cosmo.
Listen, the other day I was on my Twitter and sometimes I'll see like other people retweet things and it was one of those like GIFs.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like sex positions and stuff. And I went on the page like an idiot. I just started watching. I was like, oh my God, I should try this with my boyfriend and stuff. But you got to build up to that. Yeah. Because then the expectations are too high.
Exactly. Don't do it all up front.
Yeah, and I think guys...
Save it for holidays, birthdays. There's going to be plenty of events that you're going to need a gift to give him. And you're not going to want to go out and spend money. That's when you do the acrobats and stuff.
Use a trampoline to just land on him.
Yeah. Yeah, very gracefully. Yeah.
Carly, I can't let you go without you doing the baby. Now, just so people understand... Carly can do this baby voice and
Nessa's the only person that likes it. Nobody else likes this besides like I tried so hard to get it into every episode of Girl Code. Like last season, how many episodes did we do? 16?
20, bro.
20? I'm like, 21 actually. We did 21. Yeah, an extra one. Like I tried to get it in and every single time they were like, like
the baby is so funny. Like because this is the most rebellious baby I've ever met. And this baby doesn't know who her parents are.
No. My mom left me at the store. And then she just dropped me off and she said she was going to be right back. And here I'm still at Sears. I just went in somebody's car today with them. I ended up here.
Oh, my God. Does the baby do this with the baby's boyfriend?
No. I try... And he'll be like, why are you doing that? Because I'll be like, can I please have some soda? And he's like, who? He's like, ask me like a normal way. I'm like, I don't know. It's hard because I never really learned what anything is.
Yeah.
My mom never put me in school.
Yeah, and the baby's a dropout.
She's a dropout, yeah. Every time I try and like make up a new like thing that happened to the baby, like I'll be like, well, she left me by the bananas today at the food store. It's just like
I swear really we're not high either. Yeah. People think we're so high.
Because that like Nessa's literally the only person that thinks it's good. Everybody else would be like, oh, Carly's doing the baby again. I'll walk in like, where's my mom?
I've never even met my dad. I have no idea where he is, but
Carly, who do you want to see on our show on Girl Code Live every Monday night on MTV, 10
Monday
o'clock?
nights at 10.
At 10.
10.
Make sure you check it out at 10. Who do you want to see on there?
Fetty Wap.
Yeah.
I love Fetty.
And you finally discovered what a Glock and a Rari is.
Yeah. Well, that's thanks to you. Otherwise, I probably would have gotten in a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
Because I was just walking around the studio like, I got a Glock in my Rari. Like, everybody's like, what? You're the whitest. Like, oh, God.
Fetty Wap.
I love Fetty. I like A$AP Rocky.
Yeah.
I like Meghan Trainor.
Where can people find you, like, on the road?
People,
you tweet it out and you Instagram?
Yeah, right? I tweet it out and I Instagram it. So on all social networks and also on Snapchat, Carly Aquilino, just my first and last name.
Perfect.
And I tweet where I'm going to be and stuff like that.
And we also tweet where the baby's going to be at, right?
Yeah. Usually the baby, I'll put her with a babysitter.
Yeah.
Because she gets cranky on the flights.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But it's all there. Just follow Carly. I can't wait to see you tomorrow.
Yeah.